Okay. Fine. So now we are coming. Now we were discussing about small scale businesses. So the other part of this one is entrepreneurship. So in most of the time, it's really difficult how to differentiate these small scale businesses and entrepreneurship. But of course, it's two different things because all entrepreneurs are not small scale businesses. Vice versa, all small scale businesses are not entrepreneurs. So we are going to learn what are the entrepreneurship, what are the entrepreneurial ventures. So it will be important. So this is kind of an interesting topic because normally entrepreneurship is about something that people do something new, and almost all the entrepreneurs currently, what we were discussing in the previous sessions, are also they are looking at this triple bottom line. So when they are looking into this triple bottom line, what they are looking at how to earn profits and how to do a social service. They would be looking at the society, profit, society, and the planet or the environment, we call it as. So how we are going to contribute to the environment, because most of the customers currently they are more into this looking at product quality, prices, as well as how they are serving this society and how they're going to serve for the social services. So let me show you what do you call a one video clip when it comes to. So I'll switch it off my video. Before everything, I will show you that video. So it will give you an idea what entrepreneurship is. So we are going to see the life of an entrepreneur within 19 seconds. So we'll just move into the video first.
Most people only pay attention to the final product of a successful entrepreneur. They say things like, I can never be like them, or they got lucky. What most don't see is what they've overcome. All the struggles, the daily rejections, the heartaches, the betrayals, the rumors, the criticism, the empty bank account, and all those lonely nights while trying to make their vision a reality. You see, the only difference between the one who quits and the one who doesn't is that they showed up every day. They worked hard every day. They hustled every day. They learned from a proven mentor every day. They improved every day. They did all this even though they felt like quitting every day. And eventually, they became who they are today.
So you could see it's a kind of a really amazing video, right? So how an entrepreneur would be. So you know him. So Patrick, so when it comes to the entrepreneurs are the people who bring new things to the world, who talks about new things, and who never gives up things. So we are talking about the small scale businesses. But when it comes to small scale businesses, one of the features what we were discussing about, so it's like mushrooming businesses. You started today, but you will be ending up tomorrow. But entrepreneurs, they never give up. They will fight until they win. So even you go for a lot of entrepreneurs are there in Sri Lanka as well as in foreign countries. So most of the most popular and most of the richest people in the world, they have started with entrepreneurial ventures. The iPhones, how it has been come, right? Apple company and everything, Tesla and everything, Porsche, everything. It's because of someone's mentality. right? So there is a beautiful story with this Toyota also. If the time permits within this hour, I will be showing you that one as well. So when it comes to entrepreneurial venture, how it has been successful. So what do you mean by being an entrepreneur is the new cool thing? It's very cool to be a new entrepreneur. Why? As a result, demand for entrepreneurship is blowing up. You can see currently you are not going to get any job from the government. Do not expect that completing by degree that you will be getting a government degree. So do not expect that. So you can see even the government servants now they are moving into the foreign countries saying we don't have money. The government doesn't pay well. Even the highest paid jobs, university lecturers, in consultants, doctors, so still they are moving up. Why? Abroad, because it's not really sufficient with the economic recession in the country. So the biggest solution for this one is entrepreneur. You become an entrepreneur, right? You become an entrepreneur, you become a businessman, and you will be successful. But the thing that you want to remember is that you are never giving up the businesses. And what is an entrepreneurship? So what's the definition says? The dynamic process of creating incremental wealth. What's the important word? Incremental wealth. So it is a dynamic process. Why is dynamic? It's changing. Environment is changing. So your goals should be changing. I mean, not the prime goal that you would be having up. That's for an example. Let's assume you have a goal to serve the customers in a different way, but when the corona comes, you may have to serve them in a different way. So likewise, the environment is changing the first thing. So definitely you have to get adjusted for the changing environment. So this is very important. So that is why we call it as it is a dynamic process. If you look into the stories of these entrepreneurs, what you could see is they are never giving up. That is the most important feature of every entrepreneur. And they are always focusing incremental wealth, incremental wealth. So you would be looking at how we are going to upgrade your wealth day by day, daily, how we are going to improve. So you could see even in Siddharth, the video when I was showing you, he was telling that he had to sleep in streets. He were taking all these balm in a box and he had to carry. So a lot of effort you may have to go through it. It's not an easy rosy path. Of course, it's a tough time, right? But of course, it will be giving you something really, really new and lot of money. That what you call as incremental wealth. Daily, your wealth will be increasing. That's for an example. If the iPhone, when it comes to the iPhones, if they are not introducing new features in every year, like the people who are using this iPhone will not be shifting to the new iPhone. That's why the Samsung people, I am also a Samsung person. We are using this Samsung phone for 10 to 20 years. Like, why? Same features. Very rarely the features gets different. So it's like that. But when it comes to Apple computers and the iPhones, so you see that they do have generations even. So G7 generation, 8 generation, 9, 10. So like a generations even they are introducing for these phones. Why? That's how the entrepreneurs are. Entrepreneurs, they always create a need to purchase. Why I'm going to purchase this one? A need to purchase. So remember, when we are created with this need, we are after that. So that's for an example. Think about you have never used a particular product, right? Even you have no idea about such a product. Let's just think about a drink, right? Think about the alcohols. This alcohol never you have seen at least, right? Suddenly it is introduced. So now once it is introduced, it become a need. So the people would be going after that. If you never know about this pizza, you never look into pizza, right? We never know what pizza is at least. So what they're doing, they're introducing a pizza, a food, a round food. with all this cheese crust and sausage and chicken and all, tandoori chicken and all. So what would be happening? Now it's a good time to have a pizza. So likewise, we think, right? So what do you mean by that? All these entrepreneurs, they create a need to purchase. So the customer satisfaction would not be long for a longer time. It means you do not want to have the same taste every day. If just imagine your parents are bringing you food from the most expensive hotel for 2-3 weeks. No need years. 2-3 weeks. If when the same taste, same thing are there, definitely you will say, oh, then I make it even no need to go for 2-3 weeks. 1-2 days would be sufficient. So what would be happening? The entrepreneurs, they always keep in their mind, they need to introduce new things. They need, if they want to go for incremental wealth, definitely they need to introduce new products, new services, and new features for this. So this is important. So that's why the dynamic process of creating incremental wealth, that we call it as entrepreneurship. On the other way around, this wealth is created by individuals who assume major risk in terms of equity, time, or career commitment of providing value for product or service. So what I want to tell you is, everyone cannot be an entrepreneur. Why? It comes with a huge risk. That's why we would like to do a job, because we always think about, there is a security for me, job security. Even if something happens for me, they would be paying me pension, right? Nothing happens until you die. But still, you know that. Are you going to go to a train and keep your head in the train? No, it would not be happening. The problem is, apart from these train poles and all, so you have to understand that people would not like to accept the challenges. They do not want to take risks. Because once you want to become a businessman, when the decision comes to your mind, once you decide to think, okay, I will be doing my own business, so you are bringing a huge risk into your heart. You're risking your time, your money, especially your money, your time, and your career too, right? So you have to quit your job, current job, or maybe you are never starting a job and you're starting with this up. So a lot of commitments are there. So most of the people, they do not like to take this challenge. So that's why they do not want to go for this entrepreneurial ventures, because you need to be so safe. Rupiah 10,000, 15,000 padiyata, you would still like to remain, because you do not, and you're dreaming of having a huge vehicle, having a luxurious vehicle, luxurious house, but you never think of, how am I going to do this? You just see which person has changed the world by doing the job. If you come up with any doctor or anyone, I would say just look whether it's the job or whether it's the way how he brings things up. Maybe if it's a service, his entrepreneurship is the way how he serves things, right? So likewise, only if you see, only the entrepreneurs, they always get successful in their lives. Always, these are the kind of people who have achieved the all luxury things in lives, right? But people are very scared to move into these entrepreneurial ventures and to become an entrepreneur, because it doesn't sound good, right? You are not good with that all, because it comes with a hell of risks. You never know when you are going to collapse. So probably your parents would be one of the main barriers, because they are very scared of their kids' lives. Right? So therefore, this entrepreneurship, it is not very much encouraged in Sri Lankan culture, but it is the thing that you really want if you want to improve yourself. So that's why it says it comes up with equity, time, money, and career commitment. And another way we would be simply saying that entrepreneurship is a dynamic process of, dynamic means a change, right? A process of vision. You should have a vision and a change and creation. So how you change things, how you create things. Let me show you this one again. What I'm going to show you? Disneyland, right? So my favorite entrepreneurial venture is Disneyland. So I'm going to show you that one again. And let me bring you, look at very carefully what are the things that they bring in. What are the things that they bring in? Look at very carefully. Okay. So what it would be, once you watch this one, you will be seeing which amazing things they're happening, right? So let me, I'm looking for a smaller video clip. Okay, let me bring you, right? This is a kind of an entrepreneurial venture. You could say it's amazed that the most popular thing in the entertainment park in the world. Let me bring. Okay, this one.
It almost feels like a dream to be back after so long.
Disneyland means more than just an amusement park.
This has been my home for over 41 years.
Disneyland represents a piece of really Americana.
It's a happy place. It's a place where you can forget about everything else that you got going on in the world, where you're able to just enjoy that sense of happiness.
It's really surreal seeing my friends after so long, you know. They feel like a part of my life that's been missing for a really long time.
I got up this morning and I was doing the Disneyland happy dance.
I missed it so much.
I have butterflies every time I come in.
It just brings me happiness and just a remembrance of our family coming when I was a child.
My grandson's here, my wife, and just have a great time with the family.
It seriously makes me feel like a kid. I get so giddy when I come here.
I went straight to the Incredicoaster. That's the first ride we went on.
I'm excited to go ride Rise of the Resistance again.
It's a small world because it's a connection between me and my mom.
Sharing this experience with my kids, it's the memories that they're gonna remember.
I can't wait to see the castle light up again.
I just love coming back. It's just really special for me and my heart and my family.
Every time I've come to the park, I always look at Walt's light, knowing that that was on, leaving that beacon so that when we come back, we feel that joy again.
The fact that Walt's light never went out is inspiring.
Just for it to be open and bring the magic back can lighten up our life and bring hope for the future.
To all who come to this happy place, welcome.
So you could say that the Disneyland is one of the amazing entrepreneurial ventures that you ever can say, because they are never going to be second for any theme park in the world. They always bring new things. They change things. They change their creations, creativity. Look at the vision. A very simple vision. If you just move into one of Sri Lankan's visions, company vision, my gosh, how lengthy that is. And at least they do, even the owners doesn't know what the vision is. Just to have a vision, you put that vision into the website. It does not mean that you're going to achieve it, right? So it should be very similar to your lives also. If you ever want to come up with a vision for your life, make sure that you can achieve it. Make sure that you can make strategies for that thing. So the vision of this Disneyland is very simple: to make people happy. So look how even once it is reopened, look at the tears of the people, right? How much they love this place, that they have achieved their vision. They make people happy. They cannot bear the happiness, happy tears, right? So likewise. And this entrepreneurship requires an application of energy and passion towards the creation and implementation of new ideas and creative solutions. Of course, you need to have a lot of energy for this, and you have to have the passion. If you really do not know what you are going to do and how we are going to do these things, definitely you don't have the passion to do that. When you start up a business, one of the main feature of entrepreneurial venture is the entrepreneur is having the passion, because he is the beacon, he is the person who would be saying where to go. He would be the one who is showing you the direction, light, right? So definitely this process needs to go with energy, passion towards the creation and implementation of new ideas and creative solutions. So they would be bringing up new ideas and creative solutions as how the Disneyland has done. So what do you mean by entrepreneurship? Strategic thinking and risk-taking behavior. Underline that word. Strategic thinking and risk-taking behavior. So I was keep telling you the businesses, right? They want to think about what kind of a thing that I'm going to do. Definitely you should have the knowledge to do. If you do not have the enough knowledge, if you do not know what to do and how to do things, you never become an entrepreneur. So you would be taking all the risks. Your family, you are putting it up a risk. Your money, you are putting it up a risk. And your time, your energy, your properties, everything you put it in a risk, right? So then what would be happening? The next term is this risk-taking behavior and strategic thinking. You have to think, how am I going to do this? Okay, I'm going to do an invention. How am I going to do this one? So when the Tesla vehicle comes, right? So how he has introduced it, right? Because this strategic thinking is really important for business people to move on. If time permits, I will be showing you that Tesla one. And I told you that if the time permits, I will be showing you Toyota one as well, because those are interesting stories for entrepreneurial ventures. Now, this strategic thinking and risk-taking behavior that result in the creation of new opportunities. They bring new opportunities, of course. The customers would love the customers would love to purchase new things. They would love to experience new things, of new opportunities for individuals and organizations. This entrepreneurship, it brings opportunities for individuals. What individuals? Customers, employees, and suppliers, maybe all the other stakeholders, right? As well as not only for the individuals, but it would be bringing new opportunities for the organizations as well. So that's for an example. You can be a model if there are fashion designers, if the people who can do fashion design, otherwise it would not be. So likewise, individuals, it would be benefited. As well as this would be creating a lot of job opportunities. And who are entrepreneurs? When it comes to entrepreneurs are the people who take risk. They take risk, and risk-taking individuals who take actions to pursue opportunities and situations others may fail to recognize or may view as problems or threats. What do you mean by that? So they're risk-taking individuals who take actions to pursue opportunities and situations. These entrepreneurs, they are always looking to opportunities. That's why they want to take risk and try something new. They would never see it as a threat. They will see it as an opportunity. Let's assume when the electric car is not there in the world, the people are recognizing, okay, when the fuel is not there, what are we going to do? So we have to have some kind of a solution for this. Then they are trying this water vehicle and all it, so it didn't work properly. Water is not an energy source, of course. So, but the water can produce electricity, of course. So they are coming up with these electric vehicles. So likewise, these risk-taking individuals who take actions to pursue opportunities and situations others may fail to recognize or may view as problems or threats. So when the entrepreneurs see this is an opportunity, others perceive this as a real threat. Let me show you some inventions, whereas the entrepreneurs have been done. So let me show you some inventions that this entrepreneurial ventures that what they have brought up. So it's really amazing to be an entrepreneur, not only from technological things, but of course with almost all the aspects. You can be an entrepreneur. Even if you manufacture a yogurt in a novel way, you are an entrepreneur. So we'll look at what are the most careful inventions.
When you got deep pockets and a limitless imagination, you can unlock a world of mind-blowing tech. Step aside, Tony Stark. These inventions are the real deal. This house has a hidden secret, perfect for any supervillain looking for a quick getaway. Adding arms to drones makes them just that little bit closer to a full robot uprising. Do we really want things that can both spy on us and grab us? Everyone likes climbing trees. Some people just do it with their brand new tree elevator. While everyone's scared about ChatGPT rising up, the robots have already taken over this kitchen. Yes, moto wheelbarrows are a thing. And no, you can't borrow mine for the weekend. Hoverboards are already here. You and I just aren't rich enough to own one. What do you get when you cross a Segway with a monster truck? Something that makes you king of the mall, that's what. This is the result when you strap 2 jet skis to the bottom of an ATV, the world's first aquatic utility vehicle. Some of the best inventions exist because someone had no friends to play with. This tactical jet suit can fly faster than a jet ski at full speed. Now there's literally nowhere you can hide. If your commute to work has a giant body of water in the middle, fear not. The water car isn't afraid to get its wheels wet. The Jetsons may have been a fictional futuristic family, but one idea has come across to the real world. Sure, it's a marvel of physics and engineering, but it's way too close to a 6-foot metal spider for my liking. When he said he was going shopping for the whole extended family, he wasn't kidding. Invisibility isn't just for wizards and superheroes. You can now get your very own invisibility shield that actually works. This guy built a monowheel that makes me dizzy just watching. I think I'll stick to the bus. Is it a motorcycle? Is it a unicycle? The answer is yes. When it's important that you never miss a second of the action, the Sporty Susan is a buffet that you can wear on your head. When jet skiing's life, of course you're going to convert your favorite ride into a roadworthy vehicle. Normally, grenades are good at starting fires, but this invention puts them out. Throw them wherever you see fire, and you might not even need to call the fire department. It's the closest thing to training wheels on a motorbike. Introducing the Motor Circle. This is a self-propelling lifeboat for rescuers that want to save a life without getting their shoes wet. Programmable clothes means you'll never have the excuse of not knowing what to wear. If you ever find yourself needing to vacuum up a small fire, just know there's an invention for that. This futuristic car doesn't have a steering wheel. This is the ultimate invention for people who love sports but don't have anyone to play with. These are Lydiard wheels, and they've been designed for people who struggle to parallel park. Who knew your car could strafe? This is how you gain entry to SpaceX Starship, now even more accurate than Face ID. With a mounted camera that tracks her every head movement, it's the dash cam of the future. Golf carts are so 2020. You need a golf hovercraft. Big lake in the middle of hole 9? Not a problem. When you need a very specific invention to get the job, I have exactly what you're looking for. Ladders seem to be in short supply for these guys. Luckily, he's found a speedy replacement. When you're training for the Tinder Olympics, you gotta have your swiper finger in peak performance mode. Don't you hate it when you're wearing a hat and the sun gets in your eyes as soon as you turn around? Yeah, there's a solution for that. You know we've reached peak future convenience when our driveways turn our cars around for us. When you cycle to work but also want to get your 20,000 steps in. Part ride-on mower, part oversized rolling pin, this invention raises more questions than answers. When you want to be a pro skater but only have a bunch of office chairs lying around, you make it work. These pogo stilts on steroids will have you flipping like a ninja in no time. This smart glass can...
Okay, right. Now I let you to enjoy new inventions. These are the things what really entrepreneurs are doing. So they are bringing up new things in a new way, what the people have never thought before to introduce. So that is why they are becoming successful in the world, because probably it could be easily copied, but they would be always bringing new things and new things again and again. So it would be very difficult to copy it. Or not only the technological, now I showed you some technological inventions actually, not only technological inventions. Look at CBL, how much inventions they are doing for their products. Different flavored biscuits, different types of biscuits. So it's like that. So the entrepreneurs always think in a different way. That's their mindset. Founders of businesses leading to large scale businesses. So whatever the businesses, what you have seen in the videos as well, so they have gone very to large scale businesses they have become. And who would buy a local franchise outlet? So how we are going to do this one? You can buy a local franchise outlet, and you can do so simply. Let's say Matrabad Kade, you are taking a franchise of Matrabad Kade. So you easily you can do that local franchise outlet, or maybe you would be able to get KFC or something, but normally KFC and all, they would be giving some kind of businesses that they really that they can carry on that one as well. So Matrabad Kade is kind of a small scale business, and I don't know whether it's medium scale right now, but anyway, this likewise, you can take some franchise outlet. It is a one way of doing entrepreneurial ventures, right? Then you may ask, then in that thing, you can't find any new thing. If you take the franchise outlet, you would be doing the same thing. Yes, of course, you would be doing the same thing. But the franchise, the owner, they have done something new, right? So you are getting that outlet here. So again, you are becoming a kind of an entrepreneur. So then you can decide how we are going to locate your chairs, settings, and also everything. You would be in that. Open a small retail shop. You just open up a retail shop. It is again an entrepreneurial venture. Even the small scale business is what we are talking about. And operate a self-employed service business. So you operate a business where you self-employed, you also work there. So that's also again entrepreneur. So people who introduce a new product or operational change in an existing organization. So the entrepreneurs, underline that word, what? Who introduce a new product. So I was showing you the people who have introducing new products. Or operational change in an existing organization. Operational change. Now the KFC and all, you can do operational changes with that. Not with the food waste and all, but the way how you do the seating facilities and all. So once you get the franchise outlets, you could see if you go to Pizza Huts, everywhere it's like kind of same, right? But in some occasions, they can have their own different ways. But normally, the people who have taken this Pizza Hut and the KFC and all, so one franchise is there, one franchisee. So he's doing this one. So he's looking after all the outlets. But here, what you can do is operational change means Karana Vada can do some kind of a change. Probably the people may be doing things in automated way, but you are trying to do it in a semi-automated way and giving more job opportunities for the people. So likewise, so that one also would become an entrepreneurial, the thing also will become an entrepreneurial venture. Okay. And so basically this entrepreneurship would be categorizing into two types: small, medium enterprises and innovation driven entrepreneurs. So we were talking about this innovation driven entrepreneurship. When it comes to small, medium enterprises, it can be short term, linear growth, and less investment, right? So, what do you mean by short term, linear growth, and investment? So, what are the examples? Salons, restaurants. So, these things can be doing for a shorter period of time. Linear growth, you can see a very, there is a very linear growth that you can see clearly, and less investment because these are small and medium scale enterprises. We already learned, can be a salon, it can be a restaurant, or it can be whatever. We are already learned about this small scale businesses. Okay, when it comes to innovation driven entrepreneurship, what it says, long term and exponential growth and high investment. So basically we take these technological products, what I have shown you as an examples. So these are highly focused on the innovations. So you can see the success of these products are really long term. Think about the automobiles, vehicles, and new machines that they introduce. And exponential growth means what? It is not about a linear growth, but it's really showing you sudden boom. Suddenly you go up and up. It's not a very linear growth that you can see in a continuous manner. It's exponential growth and high investments. So definitely you could see with all these innovative products, you have to do a lot of investments because once you do innovations, it means what? You have to do research and development, a lot of research and development. So of course, it would be focused these innovations. That's what I showed you once, that designer wears also may not be only technological products, but these products which comes under these what do you call these designer wears also, they are kind of innovations. Should not be always technological product. It can be any product, but innovation comes with new ideas. Right. Okay. Let me bring now the next slide. So what we call as now small, medium enterprises. So basically, I told you if it's below 50, like we call it as small. And when it comes to 100 of your employees, this can be medium scale businesses and small maybe. And as I told you, it depends with the industry also. There's one example, if you take IT industry, that I told you at the very beginning also, they do not have a lot of employees in their companies, right? But they do, but it may be kind of a very large scale businesses if there are 100 employees. If you just go to these IT officers, software engineers places and all, they do have like 50, 60 employees, but very large, still it operates as a large scale. It means earn a lot of profits than the other companies. So likewise, it depends. And the definition of small, medium enterprises also, it changes as per this the country to country and as per the facilities also that they are in. So independent ownership and operation. So definitely you see this when it comes to small, medium enterprises. So they do have this independent ownership and operation. They do not, normally they do not want to get a management or a separate management to operate the businesses. So that is also another feature what we could see. And these are established by us starting a new business. As I told you, you can do anything. You can do a dressing mall, you can do sell vegetables, whatever you can start as a new business, or you can bake a cake or whatever. And you can buy an existing business. We were discussing about with this one with the previous session. When you buy an existing business, what you have to think on now, you could see this Odell. The Odell was brought by what do you call the Otara. She sold the ownership and the shops to another owner. So likewise, you can buy an existing business and buy and run in franchise. I was keep telling you about this one. So you can buy or run a franchise that you can take KFC or Pizza or Hut or whatever, right? Not only that, maybe as I told you, maybe even Matra Bakkade, even maybe something else, right? So you can have a franchise. You can get the franchise. Okay, you can discuss with Nolimit and you can get a franchise out of that. So likewise, it's possible. So you just try on whether you want to do really and merging businesses. So merging businesses is also another mechanism that you can go into these entrepreneurial ventures under small or medium scale businesses. So you merge two things together. That's for an example. I do have a clinic, so I merge with several pharmacies, right? I have a health clinic. I merge with a pharmacy, so it would be beneficial for both of us, right? Merging businesses. Advantages of being a small business enterprise is definitely you would be giving government support. I was discussing this one with when it comes to small scale businesses as well. So you are in a position to get government support. Of course, the government is highly focused on the people who come up with very good proposals, good products, that once they see there is a capacity, there is an avenue to go higher, definitely they would be helping. And international market orientation. So when it comes to case Selena, actually Selena is a lady in Sri Lankan lady. She started this batik products, saris, dresses and all. So now currently she's into what do you call export of batik products as well. So being into Selena, being into a small scale businesses, you would be able to focus on international market as well once you get fixed and once you get stable in a place. And this definitely normally goes with that a business, family business culture. If you could remember, once I told you that these people, the what you call small scale businesses, they take decisions in the boardroom and change at the bedroom. So it means what? That always the small scale businesses, in most of the time, they would be what do you call? They would be doing this in a family scale business, family base. So when the family business orientation is there, sometimes it's easy to uh, easy to control, easy to do things because you do not have any management or anyone to poke into your decisions. So these are advantages, right? So the family, you can fight or you can do anything with your family. So it's like that. But not with all families probably. Anyway, and reasons for falling SME. Why the small scale, medium scale businesses are collapsing, falling, right? So it's lack of experience. So definitely when the people, they do not have a proper experience, definitely they would be falling down. Let me try to bring that video once again, what I was showing you on small business challenges, small business growing challenge. I'm not particularly sure whether I can find it right now. Here, this one. Now, when I show you this video, please make sure that you listen very carefully and try to identify here the person who is into different fields. They talk different challenges. See whether we can comply with other things as well. The person who is in salon, he's saying it is challenging to satisfy the customers. Why? You know, the hairstyles and these dress styles, they all are changing. So it's challenging to satisfy the customers. And the people who are into different fields, they tell different things. So very carefully watch this one again. As I could remember, I showed you this one earlier also within another one. But watch this one again, because really important that you want to remember this one when it comes to exam examples also, right? So you can take in, you may remember that in these kind of fields, these challenges, try to identify unique things. Okay, let me bring you that one. Okay, let me share the sound with you right now.
Biggest challenge?
There's not so many big challenges, I reckon. Probably, to be honest, social media.
Keeping up to date with clients, what they want, all the different things, and maybe just keeping up to date with trends and that kind of stuff.
The biggest challenge to get the right stuff as a chef or as front of house, to get a quality stuff is really hard.
Making money. Biggest challenge is keeping the customers happy.
I'd have to say just knowing where to take my business next.
Oh, our biggest challenge now is little Uber cars picking up people and they ruin all our business.
I was just going to say, yeah, finding that differential between being a couple and having that family time, then also working on a successful business.
We do wholesale, we do retail, we have the shop. So there's lots to juggle and to kind of, get that right balance, as Paul said.
At the moment, we only opened on Christmas Eve, so the challenges have been trying to get the business up and running. This morning I'm a bit sweaty, I've been lugging around furniture, and just as you walked in I was about to put my logo onto the website. So it's juggling everything that's happening at the moment.
I guess getting enough employees to keep up with the demand, which is great. So, and just, keeping it consistent, which is awesome.
I guess the biggest challenges is probably the economy, such as the American dollar and all the different tariffs involved in importing a lot of the goods that we bring in.
Our biggest challenge is always making enough beer and meeting customer demand, really.
Biggest challenges at the moment is finding skilled handbag makers, finding good workers. That's a big challenge at the moment, and also sourcing certain materials. That's one of our biggest challenges as well, yes.
So you could see when it comes to these businesses, different challenges. Make sure that you remember these things in the exams also, so then it would be easier for you to bring up examples and write down when it comes to exams, you see. So you could see different businesses, it is mentioned in the video. So different people, they come up with different challenges. What is a challenge for a small scale business? So now we'll see lack of experience. Whether they said, yes, the handbag person, he said, we need a skillful employee. So when you do not have proper experience in doing things, definitely you would not be having a very good experience, hand-in experience to cope up with, so you would be falling. And insufficient commitment. When the commitment is not sufficient, probably you would not be able to success. Of course, once you are into a thing, you need to have a real commitment. You could see the most successful people, how long they are sleeping per day. If you could see the owner of the Tesla, the company, he's always telling 1 day leave. So what normally we do, once we get a holiday, we of course, we do nothing, right? You can do nothing, but do not stay sleeping, or you do something. Then it would be committing for your goals. So of course, if you do not have to be an entrepreneur, if you just want to be a person who is going to work and coming home and just find a leisure, that's fine, because that is your goal there. But when it comes to entrepreneurial ventures and entrepreneurs, if you want to be an entrepreneur, it is recommended and it is important that you need to have sufficient commitment. Bad or no strategy. When you have a bad strategy or no strategy at all, of course, you do not know where to go, what to do, how to do things. So that would be problematic. and ethical failure. So ethical failure means some of the organizations, they do not know how to address for all ethnic groups in an ethical way. I'll give you an example because some organizations, they do discriminate some ethnics maybe, and they do not know how to deal with the society. Not a ethical mean does not mean only ethnical problems. ethical කියන්නේ මොකද සදාචාරාත්මකනේ. එතකොට ඒකේ ethnical groups විතරක් නෙවෙයි, everything. They may be putting garbage to roads, they may be uh, contributing to air pollution, water pollution. So likewise, when the ethical failures are there, definitely again the businesses are not going to be successful because the customers or the stakeholders would not love you at all. And lack of expertise. When you have lack of expertise, I was keep telling you, when you are going to do something, definitely make sure that you're familiar with the thing that you really do. Otherwise, the lack of expertise will make you fail. And growing too fast. So earlier also we were discussing about this. Once you start to grow too fast by getting so many things for debt and going for loans and a lot of things, so it would be again problematic. Growing too fast means not that a very good feature. And poor leadership. So you as a businessman, you as a company owner or whomever, you should know how to do a great leadership, because the people would be looking at you, then only they would be thinking how to do and what to do by looking at their leaders. And poor financial control. So this is another a big problem. When you suffer with poor financial control, if you do not know how to manage your money, if you do not know how to manage your debt, credit, bank loans, definitely you are gone. So these problems, so you could see a lot of things now they have discussed in this exam, in the video also. And we will see entrepreneurship mindset and behavior. So type of entrepreneurship are lifestyle venture, smaller profit venture, high growth venture. We are going to look into one by one. Lifestyle venture means simply as you want to live your lives, you would be taking your interests, personal hobbies, and your desires to make profit. Probably baking a cake, right? Going for lectures you can't do as a lifestyle venture. Let's say you bake cake, you sing songs, right? You sing songs in holidays. So likewise, your in personal interest, even doing lectures for private organizations, of course, you can take it. They're doing training programs and all. So these personal interests, hobbies, on desires. When you take these things to make profit, we call it as a lifestyle venture. These type of organizations are owner independent, have the autonomy, and control is easy because owner is the one who is doing everything. And he is often run of household. So normally it would be running as household. Sometimes you may also have seen the people who are doing law. Now I have seen these days, there is a huge boom in these household businesses, lifestyle ventures. To make up their day-to-day lives, to make up their survival, they have come into this lifestyle venture. So they make cutlets, they make patties, bites, so different things, colacandha, whatever, right? So all these things are lifestyle ventures. And so therefore it provides a huge flexibility how to do, what to do, when to do, and all. And the next one is smaller profit venture. So what would you think is, you are not expecting millions of profits, you just expect a decent living. So probably again, it can be baking a cake or making some food items, making you something maybe now you know most of the lady entrepreneurs, women entrepreneurs, they are into this smaller profit ventures. They do small things and earn and just go for a decent living. Small company not concentrated on pushing the envelope and growing inordinately large. They do not expect to be an Excel. They do not want to go for a large scale organizations, but they would be expecting few money just to have a decent life. And high growth ventures, these are the real hitting businesses. So their goal is maximum profit and growth. They always look into how we are going to get growth, how we are going to be successful, and concentrated on growing as large as possible. Focus on innovation. These organizations are the most successful organizations, what we have seen as maybe Tesla, Toyota, or all these Maliban and everything. So they are focusing on profit and growth every time and concentrate on growing as large as possible and focus on innovation always. They always try to focus on innovation. Let me show you this Tesla. I'm not sure. Not Tesla. I will go for this Toyota. Okay, Toyota company story is very beautiful. Company. Toyota company story is very beautiful. It shows a very clear entrepreneurial venture. But I will be showing you this one with another video, I believe, because it takes a little bit of time. So you just go to internet and just find these video clips or Toyota companies, right? And so it tells you from the beginning how it has been such organizations. So high growth ventures, what they were looking at all. And what are the personal traits of an entrepreneur? Internal locus of control. What do you mean by internal locus of control? Internal locus of control means you always believe in yourself. You do not believe in fate. You believe in yourself. ඉරනම හින්දා අපි සමහර කෙනා ඉරනම හින්දා මෙහෙම වුණා. මගේ destiny එක. මගේ හන්දහනේ තිබ්බ හින්දා මෙහෙම වුණා. Because of the horoscope says so, so this had happened to me. It's not. If you are an entrepreneur, definitely most of the entrepreneurs, you believe in yourself. You believe if I failed because I did not study well. The people who are external locus of control, they put the blame to the teachers and the examiners. They say, teacher dila. Natu mama aragena neve. Teacher dila. Lecturer dila. I have done the paper very well, but she has given me the failure. That's how external locus of controllers are. They always try to put the blame to someone else. If you have not passed your advanced level well, you blame maybe your parents, maybe economic conditions, maybe something. Because of this thing, this happened. So internal locus of controllers, they believe even the world collapse, they are in their track. So the internal locus of controllers are always believe in themselves. If they fail, they accept that they have failed because of their fault. So they need to stand up. They need to rise. And high energy level. Definitely, these entrepreneurs, they are running up with a very good, very high energy level. Day, night, they work. Day, night, they dream of what they want to have. So high energy level and self-confidence. They know what they do. One day it will be successful. So you know the Thomas Alva Edison, he has failed 999 times before the bulb was invented. So self-confidence you need to have. You have the high energy level. Otherwise, you would not be able to be a successful entrepreneur. And tolerance for ambiguity. So you should have the ability to tolerate the ambiguity. When the environment is changing, when the customer preferences are changing, when you are collapsing, when you are suffering with sicknesses, when you are suffering up with family problems, whatever happens, the tolerance for ambiguity should be there. And self-reliance and desire for independence. So you rely on yourself. You are not going to listen to others. No, you rely on yourself and you are independent in your decisions. Normally, you become self-confident when you are skillful. Think about an interview. When you go for an interview, we have seen some students, they shiver. The candidates, they shiver, they tremble their words. They get very excited and very nervous because they do not have the self-confidence. When you have the self-confidence, this independence comes automatically. You take decisions independently and you believe in yourself, you rely on yourself. High need for achievement, and you need a very high need for achievement. When you always seek, I need this, I need this, and I need this, you will definitely go for that. Otherwise, you never know when you are going to get that. Just dreaming would not be enough. You have to work for that. And flexibility. So you have to be flexible. As I told you, when the environment changes, when the people changes, when the family changes, when the customer preferences changes, when the demographic factors changes, whatever changes, you should have the ability to be flexible, to move with the environment. But now you could see the price stability is a huge problem, but still you have to have that flexibility. Passion and action orientation. You should have the passion to work. If you do not have the passion, you don't have that gut feeling to work. So definitely you have to go for that passion. You have to be passionate in doing things. So these are the personal traits of an entrepreneur. I will be stopping from here, leaving these 2 slides in this one, because the next topic also we are going to discuss with the entrepreneurial ventures. So the role of entrepreneurship in economic development and the dark side of the entrepreneurship will be discussed pertaining to that topic. So you just study on these things. So the difference between small scale businesses, entrepreneurships, and the importance of entrepreneurship to a country like Sri Lanka. Those things would be important when it comes to your examinations also. Okay, so then thank you very much.